Hey everyone, welcome back to my Maverick channel. Now, we've all seen the news. Fetch.AI has dropped on us another announcement, actually two announcements, two very bullish. The first one, Fetch.AI partners with Poland's Poznan Supercomputing and Networking Center to develop an AI-powered collective learning module for cancer cell detection. Guys, this is, I don't know, I don't like talking about price too much on this channel, but this is extremely important. The whole premise of this channel is to talk about digital currencies that have use cases or that are building use cases in the real world. Guys, we have to note that Fetch.AI as a company has a tremendous competitive advantage that you cannot see anywhere else in the cryptocurrency space. I haven't even seen it in the traditional industry. I don't know of any company that has successfully built or that is actively building a multi-agent system that has characteristics that require blockchain, that require decentralization and require and need to be open, because those characteristics are actually very important to have a successful multi-agent based system that is autonomous in the way that it operates. It needs to have decentralization, it needs to be open, it needs to have a transaction layer, and all these pieces fit together in what Fetch.AI is doing. And I think the sky is the limit for what these guys are doing, to be honest. And that's the reason why they're one of my main focus cryptocurrency on this channel. So essentially, let's first look at what Fetch.AI is, in case you're new to this channel. Fetch.AI is this Cambridge-based artificial intelligence company that have been designing and that have successfully reached a really good point at this point in time of designing these things called autonomous economic agents. Now, what these things are, they live in an environment called an open economic framework. So what they are is that they're these tiny virtual, I shouldn't call them tiny, but they're virtual agents that can be pre-encoded to do useful work autonomously on behalf of their owner. So they think of it as having a little digital assistant that can be pre-programmed with some information to do things on your behalf, to book for your plane ticket, to pay for your laundry, to allow your toaster to call the repairman and then pay them to come and do the repairs. So essentially, we don't even know, we haven't even scratched the surface of what these agents are going to do. So Fetch.AI is fostering, or has it actually built an environment where we have these autonomous economic agents that reside onto that environment, that can independently do work by themselves autonomously without needing the help of other agents. So it creates this swarm system, like the way you see drones working together, but each drone does not really need the other drone, but collectively they are more efficient. That's essentially, in the briefest analogy, I can explain to you what these autonomous economic agents are. Plus, they're also blockchain agnostic in the sense that they allow that interoperability between different blockchains and operating systems, because they can support different programming languages, and also they're built onto the Cosmos ledger, which means they can utilize the Cosmos inter-blockchain communication protocol and consensus protocols like Tendermint to allow that inter-chain communication. So this is extremely important. So when we see such partnerships, and we've also seen other strategic partnerships of Fetch and other companies like IOTA, Bosch Global, Festo, extremely strategic partnerships that are going to help this economy of things and Internet of Things really develop into something. And today we see this amazing announcement. Fetch.AI and Poland's Poznan Supercomputing and Networking Center will be joining its collective learning framework, and this partnership will allow PSNC to use and contribute data to train algorithms that can be used by hospitals and research centers worldwide to identify and detect circulating cancer cells in patients' blood or tissue biopsies in the upcoming future. Guys, this fits right into the MO of what PSNC is doing, and this is extremely strategic. I cannot stress this out enough. So in this article that was published, they go on to stress also some of the details about how the collective learning suite was recently deployed with the COVID-19, where medical teams were actually able to use it to distinguish between COVID-19 cases and pneumonia cases with a 97% accuracy rate. So guys, this is collective learning suite from Fetch.AI is extremely important, because it allows, if you're familiar with artificial intelligence, it allows you to train data models and then through a voting process share the most accurate weights amongst yourselves in order to come up with an agreed upon method of how to train data in the most accurate way. And this can be used in so many aspects in decentralized finance. It can be used in hospitals, it can be used in traditional finance. There's so many use cases in which this collective learning suite can be used, including analyzing big data and analyzing very sensitive data without sharing personal data of other people, patients, institutes that don't want to share data but want that data to be analyzed for solution. So guys, this is a very, very good partnership, especially in what PSNC is tied up into. So to better understand the significance of this, let's first go through what PSNC does, or where it comes from, where it originates. We know this company has been operating for over, I think, 28 years. So Poznan Supercomputing and Networking Center is affiliated to the Institute of Bioorganic Chemistry of the Polish Academy of Sciences. It's an internationally known node of the European research area in the field of IT, infrastructure, and science, and an important research and development center in the field of information and communication technologies, guys. So these guys have a focus to provide innovative solutions and leading research with the aim of shortening the design time of new products and reducing the implementation costs. So the goal is to achieve this by utilizing virtual spaces for prototyping processes, unlike in traditional methods where you have to, create a model, then go to the laboratory, design the prototype, then keep iterating and you're wasting materials and time. So if you go through the virtual process, you make virtual designs, and they want to use actual virtual reality, so you can do this in a virtual reality environment. So all this fits into Fetch.AI's MO. Due to the nature of their engagements, PSNC, it has an acute awareness of what challenges ravage the digital economy. Now, some of those are developing digital prototypes as part of new generation networks, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and using big data to create new innovations, test modern products, and build broad cooperation within the business environment. Some of the cooperations with PNC include building thousands of projects with over 60 different countries in the world on different continents. All these projects are based on IT, and they're based around these particular areas: new generation networks, grids, portals, digital libraries, IT energy efficiency, climate, weather, air quality, new sources of energy, digital humanities, personalized medicine, intelligent agriculture, Industry 4.0, astronomy, bioinformatics, big data analysis, artificial intelligence, new type of media education, smart cities, and cybersecurity, plus many, many more. This is an expansive company doing so many things. And they continue to take up new partnerships. And we can see that with, these partnerships with companies like Fetch.AI that are working in the decentralized arena, in the decentralized space. So this is extremely important. So we also know that PSNC designed and built the metropolitan network called Poznan, and a high performance computing network and the national broadband network called Pioneer, which is still maintained and developed by PSNC. This company also operates a pan-European fiber optic network, provides cloud and high computing resources and services, and they have state-of-the-art research laboratories that allow the deployment of development-oriented research. And they have innovation solutions for the industry and the economy in so many fields, including the automotive, furniture, energy, biomedicine, logistics, and creative industries, with a high support for innovators and entrepreneurs. So if this partnership between PSNC and Fetch.AI does not spell perfect to you, then I don't know what does. I think this is extremely important information, and I respect the Fetch.AI team for having these levels of negotiational skills, but I think it's also their prowess that speaks for them. It's the product that they've built that speaks for them. It's not just what they're saying, but what they're showcasing and the amount of work they've put in to build this product. So the second news we want to look at is the first exchange, which is HitBTC, to list the Fetch.AI native token. I think this is extremely important, and we see that Fetch.AI is in talk with other exchanges such as Binance, Crypto.com, Bitfinex, MXC, KuCoin, OMGFin, Bitmax, Gate.io, Hotbit, Atomars, Bitvavo, Warzex. I haven't heard of some of those names, but I like this last part that they included in their message. We want to emphasize that while we're fully cooperating with all of our exchange partners, the decision to support the native Fed token is entirely up to each individual exchange. And I think this is very important, because then we know that if there is adoption of the native Fed token, is purely because of demand, is purely because of innovation and what the Fetch.AI team brings to the table. But it's not just that they're slipping some tokens under the table to the exchanges and begging them to list them. No, it should be the exchanges put out an amazing technology that is, whether regardless of the demand of the token, maybe the community hasn't caught on yet, but they see the potential in this technology and hence they list it for what it is. And it will also be very important for us, the community, the users, because now we'll be able to avoid the Ethereum fees in case Ethereum goes so high in price and the fees equally follow that. it will be very good for us because we can transfer the native token directly to an exchange without having to interact with those expensive gas fees. So guys, lastly, I continue to respect the Fetch.AI team, which continues to deliver and which continues to create some of the best innovations that we've seen in the cryptocurrency space. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you liked the content that I brought out today. Well, really it was Fetch.AI and their amazing announcements as always. And we're all excited to see what the future holds, not only for Fetch.AI, but the whole cryptocurrency space. Take care guys. Have a good one.